to say the least, like it would be a very difficult thing to do even if they wanted to, and we couldn't keep any of our funding. That's one of those where the state likely is going to have to follow the federal approach. Just to stay on defense generally and the conservative question a moment ago, I will say this, is that from a standpoint of fiscal responsibility, I've watched some Republicans, newly elected, say, oh, well, you know, defense is off the table for cuts. And I have spoken to each of them about that as I have had the opportunity to do so. It seems to me when you're spending, what, 30 or 40% more money than we're taking in at the federal level, you can't reasonably take anything off the table, including defense and including in a state like Virginia. If we're going to actually work together, by which I mean on a bipartisan basis, tripartisan with a senator from Vermont there, Sanders, I guess, then we really can't take anything off the table. I mean, what legitimacy is there for Congressman A to say, well, my program ought to be off the table, but you can't take anything off the table? That's just not a legitimate way to go about reordering our financial structure. And the state, you know, Commonwealth of Virginia is going to be heavily impacted by that. A lot of that rolls downhill.
Virginia, Hampton Roads.
Oh, absolutely, enormously.
Final question. We're trying to make sure you're just as late for your next appointment as you were for this one. In his State of the Union address, the president advocated for laws that would afford undocumented immigrants who were brought here as children a path to citizenship in America.